Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims info/thoughts video. So now that Get Famous has been officially announced, let's go through some more details that have been revealed through the blog post, as well as some stuff that the Sim Gurus have said on Twitter. So let's start off with the blog post. The first paragraph doesn't really have too much here that we don't already know, but yeah, it's coming out November 16th. You can pre-order if you want to. And yeah, you can make your Sims be, like, really famous. It just reminds me of the Total Drama series theme song where it's like, I wanna be famous. But let's move on to the second paragraph. Lifestyles of the rich and not yet famous. One of the most exciting parts of this expansion pack is the new world. Say hello to Del Sol Valley. And, well, just because of Soul being in there, that reminds me of the Soul Emeralds from Blaze's World and Sonic the Hedgehog. But anyways, which is home to A-listers, up-and-comers, and everyone in between. The residential area is split into two parts: Mirage Park in the Flatlands, with modestly priced homes, and the Pinnacles, high in the hills, and fit for the rich and famous. Plus, your Sims can explore the park, nightclub, and other awesome venues. But if you think any and every Sim can get into these places, think again. Sims might not be on the list for some destinations, but there's always a chance they can convince a bouncer to let them in. If not, cheer up. The more famous they become, the easier it will be to slide into the most exclusive parties. Who says slide into parties? I only hear slide into DMs these days, so yeah, okay. But anyways, I am pretty intrigued by the whole bouncer aspect, because it does remind me of Late Night and how you can convince them to let you in, and that there's locations that only celebrities by default can get into. So I'm glad that is returning. And I really am interested in learning more about Del Sol Valley, because, as you may know, I've been complaining quite a bit about needing more worlds, especially because I like to keep all my Sims and Let's Plays in one single save so they can all interact and stuff. So yeah, it should be interesting to see what all the lots are, how big they are. I really hope there's at least a couple of 64 by 64 lots, because we're gonna need those for our celebrity mansions, you know? So, yeah, hopefully that is the case. But let's move on to the last parts of the blog here. So, we got and acting. Watch out, Starlight Boulevard, because your Sim was born for the red carpet. The shiny, sparkling acting career has arrived, and a rags to riches story is bound to happen. First, your Sim will join the active acting career. From there, it can be a whirlwind of fun and fame as long as your Sim keeps up with all the demands. Practicing acting, staying up on social media, and joining a talent agency are all part of the journey to stardom. And the bigger your bank account gets, the more awesomeness you can unlock, like flaunting your wealth with a money phone. I mean, your Sim earned it, right? What do they mean by money phone in quotation marks? I don't understand. But I am glad that this acting career, by the sounds of it, is a full-on active career like what we've had in Get to Work, because I've been predicting for a long time that we were gonna get more of these. It took longer than I expected, but yeah, finally another one. And yeah, I got the impression from the trailer that it was an active career, so I'm pretty happy about that. And this does sound a lot more involved than even the Sims Superstar. I love the Sims Superstar, but I'm glad that they seem to be going more in depth here. With the second paragraph here, it says the best part is you can join your Sim on their acting journey. Follow your Sims to acting gigs on the Plum Bob Pictures Studio lot, where they'll be transformed in the hair and makeup chair, rub elbows with the director, and act in an award-winning performance. Will your Sim risk going big during a scene, or play it safe to get the job done? More on that soon, Simmers. Okay, yeah, I pretty much expected that, to be honest. Like, yeah, you can already, like, with the rabbit hole careers, for example, work hard or take it easy, or just do, like, a normal level of work. So, yeah, that's good that with this active career you can you can do the same, except we can see our Sims doing it. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And also Plumbob Pictures, that's actually the name of the team that makes the trailers for the Sims. So yeah, fun little tidbit there. And with the next part, so there's so much to share with you in the coming weeks, but we can't sign off without mentioning a few special cameos coming to this pack. First up is Baby Ariel, a talented real-life singer, I actually read it as singer, but I didn't even realize it said signer. Okay, typo there, I guess. And social media maven. Catch her around town and listen in as she performs songs in public places. And did you spot any game changers in the reveal trailer? Alright, so I will admit, I didn't even know who Baby Ariel was until EA Play happened earlier this year, because like she was there performing and she was in that little live stream with Lil Simsy and the Ligracy. And then it's like I looked her up afterwards. It's like, oh, she has 1 million followers on Twitter. Well, I guess she's pretty popular then. So yeah, I mean, this is just me being self-aware that I'm not really in touch with popular music these days. Not that I really needed reminding, because I'm not really into pop music that much. Though what I do find interesting here is that this does remind me of The Sims Superstar, because that expansion pack for The Sims 1 did have real-life celebrities appear as Sims in the game. Like there was Andy Warhol, Avril Lavigne, Christina Aguilera, and a few others. I thought that was kind of neat. So that is good to see that sort of thing again, even though I'm not considered a fan of Baby Ariel. It's still an interesting thing to see, and for those of you who do like Baby Ariel, then I am happy for you, because then you can relate to this more than I can. In the last paragraph, well, there's not really too much to say about there. Just like, oh yep, it releases November 16th, subscribe to social media, and get the Grimm's Ghoulish guitar for free. That's not a new thing. That's been around for at least a year, I think, if not longer. But yeah, there we go. That's all the blog post stuff. There are a few more tidbits that are revealed through the press release as well. So with Baby Ariel, the press release says that she's going to be performing her hit song Aw within the game in public spaces or strutting down Starlight Boulevard, but she's also going to be on the Today Show on NBC on October 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and she'll be giving us a sneak peek at herself in the game. So yeah, that's cool. And what I find really interesting too is that this is the same day as the official Sims live stream where they're going to be showing off the terrain manipulation tool, and suddenly it makes more sense to me why that stream is focused on that, because there's going to be the Baby Ariel thing in the morning anyways. So yep, I guess that all works out in the end. And there are two pretty interesting details to me in the very last paragraph, because it says that your Sims can have over-the-top accessories like gold-plated furniture. They're doing the gold toilet, aren't they? The Sims Mobile did that earlier this year, so that would not surprise me one bit. It'd be like a successor to the talking toilet from City Living that pretty much everyone hates. And in the last sentence it says, only the most prestigious Sims will be able to turn their 15 minutes of fame into a lifetime legacy with a spot on the legendary Starlight Boulevard. So our Sims can actually have their names on a Walk of Fame. That's a really cool detail. I really love that. And it's like a much better version of how in The Sims Superstar your Sims could be listed like as one of the top celebrities. So that was a lot of reading. There are still some SimGuru tweets to go through, but I want to break this up a little bit because there were some screenshots that leaked before the official announcement. So here's the first one where we have a celebrity signing an autograph for a fan. It's like, oh my god, I loved you in some movie. And then there's a guy walking by wearing headphones, so I guess that's a new accessory, and he's thinking about watching TV. And then there's a paparazzi to the left of the celebrity, and then there's a sim jogging in the background who reminds me of Duke Nukem a little bit. And yeah, we're in the new world here, and I don't know, I can't really tell too much of what is this world like in terms of appearance, but yeah, definitely a lot of high rises in the background. It looks like it is going to be fairly urban, just like San Myshuno, but I don't think we're getting more apartments, which is too bad. I wasn't expecting there to be like tons of them like in San Myshuno, but at least a couple more would be good. But I gotta say, I am really loving what I'm seeing in terms of hairstyles so far. In this screenshot, the fanned hair is absolutely my favorite. I can't wait to use that one. And you can actually see it again on one of the sims on the left of this screenshot here. So yeah, looks like they are shooting either a film or a TV show, some sort of drama thing. There's even rain falling. Wow, if this came out before Seasons, this is where the community would go crazy and be like, oh, it's a hint at Seasons. But no, we already have Seasons, so you could actually look at it a different way and be like, aha, this is like a nice little tongue-in-cheek reference to Seasons. I don't know. But yeah, you have like the movie set in the background, all that stuff. It'll be interesting to see how this works from a technical perspective. Like, is this whole set one giant object, or are those buildings each like individual pieces that you can place together? And it is pretty neat that they have like an actual director and a sim filming with the camera instead of the camera just being on assumingly remote control. So yeah, definitely some neat little details going on here. So let's move on to the next screenshot. I love this one. This is probably my favorite. It reminds me of one of the locations you can live in the console version of The Sims 2, where you're living with these like glamorous Sims and you can just overlook the whole neighborhood from their backyard. It is so neat. It is a lot like this. So yeah, you got a pool, you got a lot of Sims lounging around on some new furniture. And yeah, it's like I said in my reaction video, the backdrop really reminds me of city skylines. And the blog post did mention that one of the districts is called the Pinnacles, so I am 99% sure that this lot is within that area. And on to the last screenshot here. So, did anyone else instantly think of vintage glamour stuff when they first looked at this? Because I sure did. It's not my favorite stuff pack, but it makes me really want to use that stuff pack with Get Famous, and the hairstyles here are just fabulous. Like, wow. I love it all, and one of the Sims actually is wearing a monocle. I have a custom content one, but I guess I might not need that one anymore after having Get Famous installed. And yeah, overall, it's just a really nice screenshot. And I don't know this for sure, but is that a split level foundation in the background? That would be really interesting if that were the case. Build mode always needs more stuff. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention the clothes. They look pretty fabulous as well, and choosing the clothes is my favorite part of Create a Sim. So I'm definitely gonna have fun using these, and they give me some Sims 2 Glamour Life stuff vibes, so I'm pretty happy to see that. Fun fact, Glamour Life stuff is actually one of my favorite stuff packs for The Sims 2. I think it's only second to Teen Style stuff. But let's move on to the Singru tweets. So I did briefly mention this in my reaction video, but Simguru Grant did confirm that Get Famous will not add cars. Yes, there is that shot with the limo in it, but we are not getting cars. So then what is the limo about? I don't know. I haven't seen any answers about that yet, but maybe it's kind of like the boats in Brindleton Bay. Like, you know, the ones that you can click on and it says like travel to the lighthouse, and then your sim walks over to the boat and then you hit a loading screen and then you're at the lighthouse. Maybe it's like that. So it's kind of like there's a little bit more believability with going between places, but it's just like you're getting into a limo, a stationary limo that doesn't actually move, or maybe it does move, I don't know, but yeah, I'm guessing it is like the boats in the best case scenario here, since it's not actually like an ownable car. And when asked why aren't cars in this expansion pack, whether it's a coding problem or anything like that, Grant just says, we haven't made them yet. Have they even started? I don't know. I mean, there's so much popularity surrounding cars now, it almost feels like they're becoming the new toddlers, and I actually am kind of happy about that, since I've said many times in the past that Cars is my most wanted feature. But yeah, I think especially with this increase in demand over the past year or so that I've noticed, we're gonna get Cars eventually. I think we will. Even without open world, yeah, I mean, there's still a point to them. I mean, think about why people like Cars, other than to get us from point A to point B. Like, Cars can really mean like significant parts of your life, like getting your first car, or getting so rich that you can afford this fancy sports car and not having to size up toy cars anymore and having them look blurry in a fake driveway. So yeah, I think there's still plenty of reason to have them, even if you don't see the cars visibly driving to the locations like in The Sims 3. And honestly, I think the cars in The Sims 2 are much better anyways, and those worlds are even more closed off than The Sims 4's. Also, car woohoo. Isn't that reason enough for a lot of people? More woohoo spots. Yep, that'd be good. We do have a few tweets to go through from Simguru Kate as well. So she says, important dates to learn more about Get Famous. October 22nd at 8 a.m. Pacific time is when the embargo lifts for Sims Camp, and I am one of the people who's going, so I'm gonna try and gather as much information as I can about this pack, and probably in a day or two I will make a post on the community tab on my channel to gather all your questions. I do want to give it a day or two because the Sim Gurus might already answer some of the questions that you may ask. So yeah, we'll just see what else they talk about over the next couple of days. The next important date is October 26th at 11 a.m. Pacific time. An acting and create a sim live stream over on their official Twitch channel. And on November 2nd at 11 a.m. Pacific time, Fame and Reputation livestream. Hold on a second. Reputation? Do they mean Reputation as in what we had in The Sims 3 or something similar to that? Or is it something completely different? Because if it is similar, at least, to what we had in The Sims 3, a lot of people, including myself, are going to be really happy about this. I've seen a lot of requests to bring this back. But anyways, with November 9th at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we got the Del Sol Valley and Build and Buy live stream. So yeah, that should be pretty cool. I know I do want to get as much information as I can on Del Sol Valley, just like I did with Brindleton Bay when I went to Sims Camp for Cats and Dogs last year. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. And with the next tweet here, she says, some more tea for you all. Children can be some degree of famous, yes. Also, we have a fun little drama club that kids and teens will be able to join. However, no professional child actors. Working with their stage parents would have been nightmares, okay? But still, I'm happy to see that kids are not left out of this whole fame thing this time, because they usually are, so that's good. But are pets able to become celebrities too? I don't know, but it's hard to say, because since this would be something that goes with another pack, I would be like, oh, but they didn't show it in the first trailer, so it's probably not in it. I don't think that's the case. It could be something that they're waiting to officially say later because of that cross pack integration, so I don't know. I do remember vaguely there was a rumor for The Sims 3 Showtime when that was about to come out that they were going to do something with making pets famous, but yeah, that never happened, so I would love to see pet celebrities someday. That would be really fun. And one last tweet here. So, SimViewerKate also says, for this pack, we focused on allowing Sims to get famous from careers currently available across multiple packs. We have also taken a brand new approach on an active acting career, allowing you to be more involved in your Sims' success or failure as an actor. Want to be a famous chef? Now you can. Famous painter? Yup, you can do that too. And this is really nice to hear because, like, why didn't they show that in the trailer? They didn't have to, like, spend 2 minutes on that, but, like, at least a tiny bit? Because the trailer really gave me this idea that they were only focusing on acting, and I wouldn't be surprised in the least if I was not the only one here, so, yeah, but still, I mean, that's good. Though, I'm wondering how involved is the whole process of becoming famous in the other careers? Is it just automatically getting a certain level of fame after reaching level 10 or whatever the top level of the career is? Or is there something more complicated and interesting? I guess we'll just have to wait to find out, but yeah, that's good that they did think of that. And, well, there isn't a singing career. If there had been that with City Living, that would have been nice, but it's just karaoke, because then you could fill that gap a little bit, because I was expecting at least 1 to 2 more active careers with this pack, and one of them, yeah, being like either just a singer or full-on bands. And that wraps up Let's Play The Sims info/thoughts Get Famous Part 1. No, seriously, before I go on the whole outro spiel that I usually do with these videos, I gotta say, these info/thoughts videos that I've been doing them for a long time, and doing the first one after an expansion pack announcement are always the most challenging ones to do. But still, I really enjoy doing these, and it helps build my opinion on the latest packs a bit more, and it also helps keep you all informed at the same time, so I'd say that's a win-win for both of us. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are on Get Famous so far, and be sure to leave a like, or comment, or even subscribe, because it lets me know that you like my channel, my videos, and it helps you keep up to date with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!